Well, today's project, we're going to take this 40-inch mower deck off the commercial 10A and put a new clutch in it, and then install the deluxe dog eater, just in case we get some snow. See what happens, guys. I got no reverse in this thing, and I got a clutch and a gasket for the front for the advanced casting, and we just got to bust it apart. We're going to drain all the oil out of the transmission, try to clean it up a little bit, and put it back together. Alright guys, I got the advanced casting off of this thing, and if you've never done one of these jobs before, you got to take the battery out, you got to take the battery box out, you got to take the hood off, which is part of the battery box, and that's so you can get to these top two bolts here. So now I've got everything out, and I've got my clutch rod disconnected here, and I'm going to pull all these gears out and see what's going on here. Let's see. It doesn't look in that bad a shape. I've seen much worse. Oh, it's got some wear on these teeth, that's for sure. I have seen worse, so let's see how these gears here look. I'll take this whole pinion shaft right out of this thing. Let's see. Stupid mower deck right in the way. Let's see. These don't look so bad. The front planetaries really never wear very much. It's the rears. And there's no side-to-side play on these shafts or anything. This looks really good. The problem is our clutch. And I had no reverse in this tractor. And oh yeah, check this out. This thing had gear oil in it. And it really reeks like sulfur. And I really can't stand it. And it looks like there's some major wear on these teeth here. Holy cow. Some major wear on these. And I happen to have one of these planetary sets at home that I could easily put in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. But let me get this clutch out and we'll look at this in a little more detail. It appears that there's no meat whatsoever left on this thing. And I think what I'd like to do is change this inner gear here out, because this thing is really shot. And again, the gears that it mesh with here on the planetary really aren't that bad, but that thing is pretty shot looking. And I think that's just from, you know, maybe it has to do with the PTO jamming it into gear. I'm not sure, but that thing is really worn beyond where I'm comfortable using it. So I think we're going to replace that. And we'll get this clutch off that has basically no lining on it whatsoever, and we'll put a new clutch on here too. Alright guys, this is the C10A inside the transmission. I took the left axle off, and this thing is full of crap in here. It's like a slurry of metal shavings and old gear oil that smells like sulfur. And I can't wait to get this crap out of here. This is nasty. Look at that. Is that good or what? It's all like metal shavings. I can feel them through my glove. I guess that's what happens after this is like a 69 or 70, I think, or 71 or 72, something like that. I forget the exact year. I think it's a 72. But my point is that now that it's 2016, this freaking thing is, whatever that would be, 45 years old or so. A lot of shit fell off the gears in 45 years. And, yeah, I already ripped my glove. Awesome. I came in down through the front here with a screwdriver and tried to loosen all the crap up and get it over to the side here so I can pull it out. But there is a lot of it. And I got some used front planetary gears that I have from another project that I'm going to throw in the front because they're a little bit worn. I'm sure the rear planetary is worn too, but hey, whatever. One battle at a time, right? We'll just stick with this for now. And see if we can get all this crap out of here to the best of our ability. And put it back together with some fresh new 30 weight oil. And I have a feeling that it might have had gear oil in it at some point in time because it reeks like sulfur really bad. And if you could smell it through the phone, you'd be gagging. Let's see here. Yep, a little bit more left. But yeah, this is all metal slurry of shavings. And I know that some guys have talked about epoxying a magnet to the tip of the drain plug, which makes sense if you want to try to catch all this crap, you know, before it builds up too much. But I think we're going to save this thing. I can feel the bottom of the case here. There's no more slurry. I think we got that out. I'm going to tip it a little bit and try to drain out this last little bit of oil out of the drain plug there. And we'll put the axle on and put the front back together and see if we can get that dog eater brewing. Well guys, in typical Yankee ingenuity, I've got this whole damn machine apart. You know, say I got 2 hours into this or whatever it is, between going to get parts and whatever. And my sidewalk that I can snow blow here is about 20 feet long. So I could have shoveled it about 10 times in 20 minutes. But that's no fun. So I got some brake parts cleaner here, and we're going to spray down in this case here and try to get all the rest of that residual skunk out of there and out that drain hole. And yeah, it's pretty bad, and this should loosen up all that slurry hopefully and allow me to liquefy it and push it right out the drain hole. So you can see this crap here just stuck to the casing here. And oh, now that smells even better. You got sulfur mixed with brake parts cleaner. That smells really good. But my whole drain hole here is plugged with this slurry of shit. So let me see if I can use this little rag here and divert this liquid out the hole. And we'll make sure that everything is really clean before we put it back together, because I don't want that slurry in there anymore. I want it gone. But yeah, this is going to come out. No big deal. So we'll keep cleaning this, and we'll fire this thing back together, and we'll go from there. Yep. Well, guys, we got it pretty clean now. I'm happy with this, and you can see right down to the bottom of the case there, and I got all the sludge out pretty much. There's one little speck here. I'll get that. But you can see the sparkle in this towel. All those little metal shavings, man. I've used about 3 towels so far, and I got just about all of them out of there, I think. But yeah, this brake parts cleaner is good for this, and yeah, it's really a mess. And this is pretty typical for these machines. Again, I've taken a lot of these apart, and they all have this problem. And cast iron gears wear over time, and they sink to the bottom. So all we can do is try to get that slurry out so it doesn't resurface and get into our bearings and everything else, and go from there. Well, guys, I got the advanced casting back on. I got all my crap in there, and more trouble in paradise. Look, this is the top of the shipper shaft locator body, or whatever they call it here, the guide. It's cast iron, and this little ear is busted off. So, hey, whatever. I'm putting it back together. Deal with that in the spring. So, it's always hard to get these advanced castings on when you got these stupid handlebars in the way. So I just wedged these screwdrivers in there for now. But I will take them out, and we can screw those brackets back on now and put our hood on and battery tray, and we'll be almost done. Alright guys, I got it all back together. I got the deluxe dog eater on there. I got some chains on there. Got 5 quarts of oil in it. Got some gas in it. I haven't started this machine since November. So I'm going to try to do a cold start here. And I don't know if we can do it or not, but we'll try. Let's try that. Hopefully the battery's not dead. Yep, battery's totally dead. I get my booster pack. Got the starter to spin a hair. Try to get it.